Elects to go wide to the outer side. Very wide.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. Kept in by Alex Pearce. This is a good news story, isn't it? He's been missing for 645 days, 2 broken legs, and finally he's back. And I know that Ross Lyon, Kingy, is an absolute wrap for him.
And why wouldn't you be? He's an elite intercept player. He's going to have a fantastic career. We've seen 5.
So Gibson, after playing 130 games straight with North Melbourne, he's down there with 5. Trying to surge it forward, but again it's Crouch who gets the kick only as far as half forward, and it's going to be knocked off by Alex Pearce.
Good to see him out there. Hasn't played since halfway through 2016. Another of the ones of the broken leg brigade at Fremantle burst onto the scene last year and gave them some hope up forward as well. That's another possible key position player forward.
What was he thinking, Rory Laird? that is not his role.
Was it Laird? Was it?
It was.
Oh, Clint Eastwood, a man's got to know his limitations.
We just saw the gap.
They try and lock it up. Trying to get it out was he goes again. It comes back to Jacobs. He gets a hurried high ball in towards half forward, smashed away towards the boundary line. However, field days here at Strathalbyn go up towards the half back line. An opportunity now for the Dockers. That was through Pearce, Alex Pearce. Running is one of the veterans in Bryce Gibbs. Has a look around, then kicks long inside 50 once again. Deer just tried to poke it forward, then he
Harry
finished off slamming into the woodwork.
There's more Harry Madden than Harry Deal.
There's Valentine as Blakely kicks across the ground. He finds Alex Pearce.
Beautiful transfer. Yeah, kick a goal would be wonderful for this kid.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
What was it, round 9, round 10 in 2016?
645 days ago.
Wow. So, yeah, and he's, well, I reckon he's had a haircut in between, but not too many. He had very short hair in that opening season.
Kicking from 55 metres.
Not getting there.
No, and he's away to the right.
Look at Ballantyne in there. We've seen Brad Hill in there on occasion. That's the challenge, the next wave.
You would think that they'd know.
Trying to use the left hand. Gibbs goes to ground. Hampton picks it up, kicks up towards the 50 for the Crows, bounces clear. It's smashed into the wide open.
So you take that rightful position at the back of the pack and you control it.
Banfield's put on a lot of forward pressure. He created that last turnover as the Crows were trying to exit their defensive 50. He's getting involved.
And he lines up against Matt Crouch and he's acquitted himself very, very well.
Otten plays on, but it's a poor kick and the mark is taken by Alex Pearce.
Missed the short there. Just Mundy dropped in. Now he's going to kick.
He's going to go again.
Yep.
He makes a big difference to them, Alex Pearce, behind the ball. He's a quality centre-half back, an intercept marker. Every team needs one.
Brennan Cox. Back to Ryan again it goes. Wobbly old kick, almost a worm burner. An opportunity now for the Dockers to clear. They come back towards the middle of the ground.
He'll try and get around, screw it on the outside of the boot, but doesn't make good contact. Pearce defence. Now Shuey is able to get his arms free. There's Venables. Jared touched on. He's got a bit of ball. It'll get more time in the midfield now without Mitchell and Prittis in the side, but that's a disappointing kick as well, and that goes out of bounds on the full. And young Alex Pearce.
Yeah, great to see him back.
Yeah. 2 years.
So, yeah, 2 years, and it was a horrific break of his leg, wasn't it? And he was coming along as one of the better young defenders in the competition. Let's hopefully he can get back to that.
Through the corridor. Ryan, with his first touch for the Dockers, played the 11 games last season. It's going to be an important part of their half-back lineup. And Pearce comes streaming through the middle, goes up towards the 50 and works with Shuey, who drills a low ball, but wasn't much there for the Eagles. And once again, they're falling down their forward structure at the moment.
This is the footy. Here's an opportunity now for the Eagles through Hutchings. Snaps in towards full forward, chopped off by Pearce.
I like to look at Pearce so far. Alex Pearce, that is. He's back from that broken leg.
And Daniel.
Yeah.
He may actually re-emerge with the Hills both having some issues. He just may be there to play an important role. Once you're in and you've got good form, you stay in.
He fell out of favour last year, just the 7 games, but he's put his hand up to play round 1 this year as the Dockers again through Mundy. Will go forward.
Venables spearing into the middle. And Pearce almost got there in time. He did enough to affect the spoil.
Sandy.
Yeah.
He's been fantastic.
He's been very good.
McInnes, who's getting a run now.
Another good job by Alex Pearce to smother that.
Well done, good defence.
Well, the following was it Friday night or the Saturday, so I think you'll see a similar thing replicated for a few of the sides.
Interview that the setback he had surgery late December, so he's only been really running and in the main group for the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Get 2 and 2. I'd be happy with that, I think.
The Gold Coast game, of course, is in Perth. Going short. Those kicks are the ones.
Duggan, who Jared said has probably been their best player this afternoon for the Eagles, one of their youngsters. 63 points. They led at every change. They were 2 points up at quarter time, 37 at half time, 45 points up at 3/4 time. It's been pretty much one-way traffic.